question on mortgage. Do you think it is a good time, or is it worth switching to a fixed interest rate mortgage if we're currently on variable? Or do you think we should wait it out?
Azim, thanks for that awesome question. Also, to put it in context, we are doing this recording in the third week of December. So just to understand, so it's relevant when people watch even in a later day, so we can talk about things, what has happened and what not. See, our inflation rate is holding up well at 3.1%. In the inflation CPI, 29% of the weightage is at the moment for mortgage interest cost. So I don't see any reason why interest rates should increase in the future at all. And that's another reason that I'm giving you is our population is 40 million in Canada.
Yeah.
Our population growth used to be last year 3%. We are expecting more than that this year, which is an increase of 1,250,000 people into the country. Now, what is interesting is, just imagine, our population growth is at 3%. Our GDP is declining and our GDP growth is about 0.5%.
Interesting.
Our population rate is increasing at 6 times more than our GDP rate.
Yeah.
Basically, although we say our GDP is positive, when you take the GDP at a per person category, it's drastically dropping. So those are the reasons that I am quite confident and optimistic that interest rates have to start dropping earlier than I expect. My earlier expectations were sharp at 10 a.m. on the 10th of April 2024, we will have a 0.25 drop in the interest rate. The question is whether that's the second one or is it the first one. We may have another one before that at the rate the economy is responding to the interest rates.
Okay.
Having said that, I also watched the bond market. Our bond yield is at 3.49. In October, it was 4.8. As far as the interest rates are concerned, the fixed interest rate is linked to the bond market and variable interest rate is linked to the Bank of Canada's bank rate. So in the variable market, we'll see a decline in interest rate only when Bank of Canada reduce the interest rate from 5 to probably 4.75 the next cut. On the bond market, on the other hand, the yield, when the yield drops, we will automatically see our fixed interest rates dropping. And how soon it is done is based on how greedy the banks are.
Okay.
Because technically speaking, if the bond market is at 3.9, you can even give a fixed mortgage at 4% for a 4-year mortgage or a 3-year mortgage. But when the bank will do is based on how greedy the banks would be. With all due respect to the banks who are helping me to have minimum mortgages too. So in this case, the straightforward answer to your question, Azim, whether somebody should take a fixed or if it's renewal time, whether they should go for a fixed or a variable, or if somebody newcomer buying a home, whether they should go for fixed or variable. The answer is very simple from my point of view. I would say if you want to play it very safe and careful, then of course go in for a fixed for a year or maximum 3-year fixed. But ideally, it should be a variable because with variable, you are looking at the next 36 months to 48 months of low interest rates than today. That's my thing. Although I am not from the financial industry and I'm only a realtor, I give financial advice. Just take it to your financial advisor and verify with them what I'm saying because they are the best to advise you.
Absolutely.
Remember 2 important things. One of the reasons that most investors go for variable mortgages and most first-time home buyers who knows they are going to own this home for 3 to 5 years will go for fixed mortgages. There is certain reasons. Number one, when you have a variable mortgage, you can sell the property at any time and move out of the mortgage with no penalty or a small penalty of 3 months interest. When you have a fixed mortgage, and if it's a 3-year mortgage and you got 3 years left, then the penalty is huge and prohibitive to break the mortgage. Or in case if the market is doing so well and the property prices have gone up and you want to do a refinancing, still when you are doing a refinancing, you are breaking a mortgage. So most businessmen, entrepreneurs, investors prefer to take the variable route because they have all the flexibility of refinancing, selling, moving on with the progress. So those are the two things that I would like to speak to you and explain to our audience today, Azim.
Well, I think on behalf of the audience, we sincerely hope that your predictions come true.
Thank you.